And nice, with upgraded services in many areas. Call today for a customized internet solution for you.
The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's gonna high step into the end zone, touchdown!
Here, wide receivers split each side.
He's still going into the end zone.
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. To bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of Section Championship Volleyball here on WCMP. I, of course, am Ethan Game Day Gilman, and I'll be bringing you all the action from tonight's Section 7 AA Championship game between the Rush City Tigers and the Esko Volleyball team. They are not the Eskimos anymore. Instead, they are just Esko for now. I believe they will have a new name by next fall sports season, I believe is what I heard. They were supposed to have one for this fall sports season, but they decided to delay that into next year. I think that's what I heard. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes up in winter sports. Either way, doesn't matter, because we're more worried about this game here tonight with the winner heading to the state tournament. The Rush City Tigers and the just Esko. That is how these two teams are coming in here. Rush City, the 8th ranked team in the state in Class 2A. Looking over at Esko, they're the 14th ranked team, so these two teams top 20 in the state in all of Class 2A volleyball. Taking a look at Esko coming into this one, they're 24-4 on the year, 11-0 in the section, and 5-0 in their conference. Their 4 losses came against Hermantown, Byron, Chatfield, and then a loss to Cloquet as well. The lone loss that these two teams share, or I should say the one loss that Esko had that Rush City didn't, was Hermantown. Rush City was able to beat Hermantown 2-0, while Esko fell to Hermantown 2-1 in a tournament type of setting. So again, not a lot of super common opponents, but a few are on the list here between these two teams. Again, as I mentioned, Hermantown, they did lose 3-2, I should say, not 2-1. That was a 3-2 loss. I was looking at Byron that they lost to 2-1, not Hermantown. Again, Esko lost to Hermantown 3-2 at Esko, but they didn't have to make a long trek here. It's Hermantown. This is supposedly a neutral site. It's not so neutral. Esko's about, I think, 10 minutes away, if that. So, yeah, it's not real neutral site per se, but I guess it is what it is. But Esko comes in here as the number 2 seed in the north part of the section, or, well, actually, technically the south. Looking at it, they should be a part of the north, but they're technically part of the south. So, Rush City and Esko were the number 1 and 2 seeds, and that's who will do battle here. The Section 7 AA is split up into 2 parts, the north and the south. Rush City and Esko are part of that south section, and they're both battling here as the number 1 and the number 2 seed here this evening. Rush City looking to make it back to the state tournament for the 2nd year in a row, while Esko hoping to not allow that to happen. But for Rush City, they haven't lost a lot this year. Coming into this one, again, ranked 8th in the state, 27-2, 9-0 in the sections, 10-0 in the conference. They have just dominated all year long. They lost to Caledonia and Belle Plaine. Both of those are AA ranked, or AA teams. And Caledonia is the 6th ranked team in all of Class 2A, while Belle Plaine, yeah, they're ranked pretty good as well. They are the 5th ranked team in all of Class 2A. So they lost to teams who are ranked higher than them. So that is good news for them coming into this one, because those are the only 2 losses they have on the season. They beat teams like Princeton, Aiken, Hermantown, Albany on the season, Cannon Falls, Mounds Park Academy, Pine River, Bacchus, Litchfield, Hill Murray. I mean, they beat a bunch of bigger schools who have a tradition of very talented volleyball teams. But again, the only 2 losses are to the 5th and 6th ranked teams in the state in all of Class 2A. That's Caledonia and Belle Plaine. So if you're Rush City, you're feeling really good coming into this one. In fact, they haven't given up a set since September 23rd back at that Burnsville tournament when they lost 5 sets all weekend at that Burnsville tournament. That was the last time they lost a set. Otherwise, they have gone on a 3-0 or 2-0 set run all the way dating back to Tuesday, September 22nd, when they beat East Central 3-0. Then they beat Bram. Then they went to a Mora tournament where they won all 4 matches 2-0. Then they would win their last 4 games 3-0 over Hinckley, Finlayson, Pine City, North Branch, and Mille Lacs. And that was before the playoffs started. Their last 3 playoff games, they have won 3-0 as well over Mora, Duluth Marshall, and International Falls. They have actually dominated those sets, and usually you get into the playoffs, Duluth Marshall with the 4th ranked team, you think, okay, well, that's going to be a pretty darn good game. Well, it was for Rush City as they went 3-0. Then they came here on Wednesday to take on International Falls. That was the 2nd ranked team in the north part of Section 7 AA. And that one, I was thinking, man, this one could be a really good one. Well, it was for Rush City as they won 3-0 in pretty dominating fashion. So, for the Tigers, they haven't lost a set in a while, and my biggest concern, I think, for tonight is if they do lose a set, what is that going to do to their mentality? Is that going to take a toll on them at all? Are they going to be able to look past it? Are they going to be able to move on quickly? Is that going to affect them at all? Those are the questions I have if they were to lose a set. Now, that's not to say they are going to lose a set. There's a good chance that they don't. And if they don't, they're headed to the state tournament. But if they do lose a set, I want to see how quickly they can come back and answer winning the next set. That is what I want to see tonight from the Rush City Tigers. As I mentioned, they haven't lost a set since September 23rd at the Burnsville tournament when they lost 5 sets in that Burnsville tournament, but haven't lost a set since then. It's been it's been over a month now since they have lost a set in volleyball play. Can they go and do that again here tonight? Or if they were to lose one, could they come back right away and get that next set victory and basically just erase that from their minds? We'll have to wait and find out, because these 2 teams, very talented teams. Again, Rush City comes in 27-2. Esko comes in 24-4. Both undefeated in the section. Don't have a lot of losses for either team. Both teams ranked in the top 15. Esko at number 14 in the state. Rush City at number 8 in the state. And this is a pretty big class in AA. They have 126 teams in Class AA. To be ranked in the top 15, I would consider you elite. I would consider you to be an elite squad if you are ranked, especially in the top 10. I think maybe that's how it should be. If you're ranked inside the top 10, you're pretty elite. If you're ranked inside the top 15, you're great. So, I mean, it's minute differences when you talk about that, but Rush City the last 2 years have just been fantastic. They're looking to get back to the state tournament, which they were at last season. Unfortunately, that tournament did not go the way that they would have hoped it would have, but they're looking to get back here, or back there rather, this year. Of course, the volleyball state tournament begins next week on the 8th. So 4 days from today, they will have the state tournament for volleyball beginning. And if Rush City were to make it, you can bet that we will be out there for that one, calling that game for Rush City out there at the, state tournament. Looking at it for Rush City, again, last year it didn't go the way that they would have liked. They kind of went in there, faced a really good, I believe it was Annandale team that just kind of controlled it from the get-go. And really didn't allow the Tigers to do much of anything in that state tournament there last year. And it was unfortunate to see because this Rush City team went in with a lot of momentum. They came out, won their section, obviously. Then they went into the state tournament and just unfortunately couldn't do much. Of course, funny enough, they beat Esko last year. It looks like in 5 sets. They had to go all 5, but they did win last year in 5 sets, 3-2. And then, as I mentioned, they went to the state tournament. But again, it didn't work out the way they would have hoped. They lost to Annandale 3-0, so they went to the consolation round where they fell to Pipestone 3-0. So, but now if they were to get back, I would look at this team and go, hey, you have that state tournament experience. So now if you get back, now you know what you're facing. Now you know the kind of competition that you're going to have to play against if you were to get there. If I'm Rush City, man, I'm excited to hear for this one because I kind of give the edge right now to the Tigers. They haven't lost a set in over a month now. And again, they've got that state tournament experience. And if they return to the state tournament, well, they would, I think, have a lot better success this season than they did last year because there's something to be said about having gone to the state tournament and having that experience and getting back there the very next year. Because, again, a lot of these girls are returning. Autumn Stream, Sayadovich, Bankston, Diedrich, Ella Ferry. Those are some of the names that are returning, just to name a few, that will be returning from last year's state tournament squad. So that's a good chunk of players here for Rush City who went to the state tournament last year and know what they're getting into this year. I think if Rush City is able to win tonight, and again, I don't like to say a big if, but you have to say it's a big if just because these two teams are so very good this year. I mean, they have a combined 6 losses between them both, and they are ranked inside the top 15. Esko at 14, Rush City at number 8 in all of Class 2A. They're both undefeated in the section, so when you talk about these two teams going at it, I have a feeling we could be seeing the longest match that Rush City has had possibly all year long. It has been a dominating year for Rush City. In fact, yeah, they haven't had a set go all 5. The longest set they've had was 3, and that was in a tournament fashion 3 times where they beat Cannon Falls 2-1, then they lost to Caledonia and Belle Plaine 2-1. So the longest, match that they've had this year is 3 sets long. And when you're outside of the tournament, you're just a dual match. They have won 3-0. They haven't, in dual matchups, they have not given up a set this year. They have given up very, very few sets, and they were in tournament play. So when you're looking at Rush City, they've given up 5 sets all year long, ladies and gentlemen. That is unheard of. As we go down and scroll throughout this bracket, or the section, I should say, in Class 2A, I mean, the 6th-ranked team, Hawley, has given up 30 sets. I mean, scrolling through Class 2A, you've got Pequot Lakes and Albany ranked 2 and 3. They beat Albany, by the way. But those are the top 3 ranked teams, and they've given up 17 sets on the year. The number 1 ranked team in all of Class AA, well, that's all the way up in 2A. That's Southwest Christian. They're ranked number 1. They've given up 15 sets on the year. The 4th ranked team has given up 12. So for Rush City to be coming into tonight, having only given up 5 sets all year long, that is absolutely unheard of here in a season. So this is a special, special Rush City team, and we're all hoping that they can win here tonight, get out of here with the victory, head back to the state tournament, and of course we'll be calling those games at the state tournament if they were to reach. It should be a back and forth matchup. I would assume that we'll have probably all 5 here tonight just to see who will come out as Section 7 champions. Of course, we hope it is the Rush City Tigers, the champions of the Great River Conference. We've got a minute left of warm-ups, and then we'll have our national anthem and our starting lineups, and we'll be set for first serve here at Hermantown High School, the site for tonight's Section 7 AA championship game. We'll take a commercial break. We'll get a word from our fine sponsors. Then when we come back, we'll have our national anthem been played. Our starting lineups would have been announced. Then we'll be ready for first serve here on WCMP.
Buy local, spend local. Those words mean something to us here in East Central Minnesota and the good parts of Wisconsin. Cool Country WCMP is owned by a Minnesota company, Q Media Group. Yep, we're local too. If you're considering radio or digital advertising, we'd love to help you buy local and spend local. Advertising made for Minnesota, made in Minnesota. Connect with Cool Country to spread your message. Info at q-mediagroup.com.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Aw, man. Hinckley Collision.
Hell no. My new car?
Hinckley Collision is the right decision. Fender benders, major accident damage, or hail damage. Hinckley Collision is the right decision. With 24/7 towing and fast, friendly, professional service, their collision department will get you back on the road in no time. With decades of experience dealing with insurance carriers, make the call today. 320-384-7002. 320-384-7002.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
Are you looking for a position where your role impacts the community around you? Then look no further than Burnett Dairy Cooperative in Grantsburg, Wisconsin. Owned by the farmers in your community, Burnett Dairy offers numerous career options with various responsibilities and growth opportunities. Positions such as CDL drivers, who work closely with our farmers, cheese production, creating award-winning cheeses, and retail store clerks making someone's day better. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on Careers to join our herd.
Joe Keyport here, the news director for Q Media Group. Find all the local news you're looking for on the top of the hour from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Friday, or go to our website, wcmpradio.com.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350. Just about ready for first serve here inside Hermantown High School. The site for tonight's Section 7 AA championship game between the designated away team, the number 2 seeded Esko, back here. Sorry about that. Had our equipment unplugged, but the young man was kind enough to plug it back in. Appreciate him doing that. But as I was mentioning, Esko, the designated away team, has the number 2 seed. And then your number 1 seeded, number 1 Rush City Tigers. They are the designated home team here this evening. Again, at Hermantown, the site for this Section 7 AA championship game. The winner is headed to the state tournament to represent Section 7 in Class 2A. The Rush City Tigers have not lost a set in a dual matchup this season. They've lost 5 sets all year long and have not lost a set in over a month. Can they keep that streak alive here tonight? I say no, but hoping they win, but I just don't know if they're going to go 3-0 tonight against a very, very, very talented Esko team. Again, these two teams ranked in the top 15 in the state. Esko 14, Rush City 8. Taking a look at the starters here for the Esko volleyball team. It'll be number 1, a junior, Chira Hauser. Then a senior, number 9, Kyra Johnson. A junior, number 10, Cassie Stark. A senior, number 11, Hannah Swanson. A senior, number 14, Kaylee Sinat. And a freshman, number 15, Maya Johnson, rather. On the side of the Rush City Tigers, it'll be number 1, junior, Autumn Stream. Number 2, senior, Cora Sayadovich. A senior, number 4, Lydia Bankston. A senior, number 5, Kayla Diedrich. A senior, number 7, Ella Ferry. And, of course, freshman, number 13, Abigail Thielander. Their libero will be McKenna Garr. And then on the other side for the Esko volleyball team, I cannot quite tell who their libero is. That is either 8. I think it's number 8, I believe. That should be Bailey Plant. Keep you updated on that. Now to the starters here for both the teams. The PA announcer getting through that, and then we'll be ready for our first serve here. Thank all of you for tuning in here this evening. Thanks to all the fine sponsors who sponsored this and every other broadcast. Don't forget, if you're listening to this game on our YouTube, be sure to go and like and subscribe to the YouTube. Once you're subscribed, you will get the notification anytime this YouTube page goes live with a local sporting event. You'll get that notification. Then all you have to do is click on it, and it'll bring you to the video and or the audio. Of course, it'll be audio only for playoffs and state tournament. But this should be a good one here between the number 1 and 2 seed teams in Section 7 AA South. Going to be a good one. Their libero is Bailey Plant, by the way. She's wearing that number 8. The Esko volleyball team wearing their white jerseys, blue letters outlined in that yellow. Their yellow letters outlined in blue. Tigers wearing their blue jerseys, the yellow stripes on the jerseys and on the sides, their yellow letters and numbers outlined in the white. Their libero wearing the white jersey, blue stripes on the sleeve and side, blue numbers and letters outlined in yellow. The Esko libero will be wearing the black jersey, white letters, and the yellow numbers outlined in the white. Looks like Esko will serve first here on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with 3 locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. EmbraceMN.com. Getting set to serve will be Cassie Stark. Stark will start this match off with a serve. And we are underway here in the first set. Garr with the dig for the Tigers. Sayadovich and Bankston just a light tap over, but it's dug up there by Maya Johnson, the freshman. Hit back across by Esko. It's dug up by the Tigers, and Bankston will line this one up. And it's down for the kill. The Tigers get on the board first and lead 1-0 here, but it's still way too early in the first set to give advantage or momentum to anyone. Sayadovich will go back to serve now for the Tigers, who got the first point of the set. The serve is over, and it's an ace! An ace for Cora Sayadovich to begin the first set. Now the Tigers lead 2-0. And one of the things that the Tigers have done so well with Sayadovich back there is grab those aces. They have gotten a bunch of aces in each of these matches that they have been in this year, and they're hoping that that can continue, as this time the serve is dug up. It'll be tapped across, a diving dig by the Tigers, but it's going to go out of bounds on the near side, so it will be the first point here for Esko. Now back to serve, Chira Hauser. Her serve is up, and it is over. Garr with the dig to Sayadovich. Coming up after it, Stream blocked at the net, and Garr did not. I thought Garr maybe for a second got her hand underneath it. She did not. So the point will go back to Esko, as Hauser will go back to serve, a junior. Not a lot of seniors on the squad. Well, I guess 5. So 5 there for her Esko, rather. As the serve is over from Hauser, dug up by Bankston, and Abigail Thielander will line it up. It's blocked at the net. Pushed back over by Stream. They'll look for the kill, but it's into the net. Kaylee Sinat hits it into the net. Well, you can bet these two student sections are going to get into it. Going to hear chants like that all night long. Bankston with the serve. It's an ace for Bankston. Lydia Bankston with the second ace of the set for the Tigers. So Lydia Bankston with the second ace. Her team leads 4-2. Bankston with the serve. It's up and it is over. Pushed backwards there by Stark, and it's hit back across by Stark. Dug up by Gar for the Tigers. And looking for the kill is Autumn Stream, and she'll get the kill. Autumn Stream with the kill for the Tigers. And she makes it 5-2. It will still be Bankston's turn to serve for Rush City. Again, Bankston and company have done a great job of getting a bunch of aces here this year. That one's dug up by the libero Plant. And Esko does get it back over. Dug up by Stream. Pushed across there by the Tigers, Sayadovich, and it's down. Another point for the Tigers off this Sayadovich kill. 6-2 now. Tigers with the lead. Bankston will serve. She tried to go with a little bit of a different serve there. Tried to hit a different part of the court, but that time it went a little bit long. It actually did hit the net, but goes down a little bit far out of bounds. Sydney Kazel will line up to serve this one now for Esko. Serve is up, and it is into the net. And the Tigers get one back off the serve error, and now going back to serve will be Autumn Stream for the Tigers. Only a junior, so she'll be back next year. That would be huge. I should say will be huge for the Tigers, as she'll come back next year. Esko has it off the serve. They look for the kill. It's blocked at the net, dug up by Stream. Sayadovich sets. Diedrich looks for the kill, off a block, and it's down. Another point here for the Tigers, 8-3. Stream will go back to serve again for Rush City. This one's going to be into the net. She kind of mistimed it there. You could just tell right as she threw it up. It just a little bit off on the timing. Substitution here is T-Lander will check back into the match for the Tigers. And back to serve is going to be Kyra Johnson. Her serve is up and over. Bankston with the dig. Sayadovich and T-Lander. This one is dug up by Johnson. Might have been able to let that one go. It looked like it was going to go long, but instead they push it back across. Gar with the dig. Sayadovich and Bankston will line this one up. It hits it long. Got a little too far underneath that one and hit it just a tad long. Bankston was held kind of out of that first set against International Falls. It was a strange one. International Falls did a good job of keeping her out of the set pretty much, but then she came on strong in the last couple and really turned up the heat. Pushed back across by the Tigers into the net by Esko. And you could tell she was kind of wondering how she should go about trying to get this one pushed back over the net. And she decided on a different way than I think she initially wanted to, and she hit it into the net that time. Rush City now leads 9-5. T-Lander with the serve. It's over, dug up by Plant. And hit just tapped across. Gar with the diving dig. Pushed back across by Sayadovich, and we're going to get a double hit here on the Tigers. So it'll make it 9-6. And going back to serve now will be Kaylee Sinat. Her serve is up and over, dug up by Bankston to Sayadovich, who sets. Diedrich looks for the kill, and a mistake there by Esko, and the Tigers will make it 10-6. Kill there from Diedrich will be her second. And now back to serve. I believe that's Ella Ferry. Her serve up, and it hits the net. It gets down. She got the friendly bounce off the net for the ace. It's 11-6. Tigers with the lead. Ferry with the serve. This one's up, and it does not hit the net that time. Stays over. Looking for the kill. Gar kept it alive, and Ferry, it ricocheted back to her, but just unable to get to it in time. And it's going to get down for a Esko point. 11-7. Now back to serve. That's Maya Johnson. Wisconsin with the serve. It's up and it's over. Dug up by T-Lander, Sajatovic. Bankston running up on it, and that's a kill. Bankston didn't even have to put her full swing into that one. She knew she needed more of the accuracy than she did the power. She could have easily crushed that one, but she decided instead, I know where I need to put this one, and a great idea, as now Gar will serve for the Tigers. That one's dug up by Plant, the libero for Esko. Hit back across. Oh, and T-Lander did not get the cleanest of digs on that one, and it's going to go backwards and out of bounds, and that'll make it 12-8. A substitution here for Esko. They are really working. The substitutions are Esko. It's almost every other point. It's every point seemingly that Esko gets, they're subbing someone in and out. Serve is up and over. Ferry with the dig. Sajatovic sets. Bankston. That one's down for the kill. Bankston hasn't really been swinging with that power all the way up, turned up to 10. She's kind of been holding off on the power and going more for accuracy here in this first set. And in the game against International Falls, in that match, she kind of was hitting it a little too hard. So I think she was kind of getting a word from head coach T-Lander on, hey, sometimes we don't need to hit it as hard as we can. Sometimes we just need to be more accurate, and it's showing here. And that one's over, and Sajatovic does get a piece of it, but it's going to go out of bounds. That'll make it 13-9. Still in favor of the Tigers on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. You can start today at embracemn.com. Tyra Hauser getting set to serve now for Esko. It is up, over, dug up by Gar, Sajatovic. And that is Stream with the kill. I mean, just great awareness there by Stream, realizing that front far side pocket was open. And she had to hit it all the way across the court, but she did a good job. Laid that one in there for the kill. And now Lydia Bankston will go back to serve here for the Tigers. This serve is up and it is over. Plant with the dig, and it's going to be an ace for Lydia Bankston. Not real sure. Hannah Swanson looked like she could have possibly gotten to that one. Maybe I looked away at the wrong time. Maybe that one was over the scorer's table a little too far, so very possibly could have been. Bankston with the serve this time. Plant again, yet another dig for Esko. Oh, and mistimed her jump. Kaylee Sinat completely mistimed her jump on that one. And as she came back down to the court, she had no other option but then to hit it into the net. I mean, not really an option to hit it into the net, but she had no other way to go around it. An ace again here from Bankston, and that'll make it 17-9. And the first time out here going to be called by Esko. And it's 17-9 on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. They'll leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. I'm listening into these student sections and their chants. Oh, they're hilarious. My goodness. You gotta entertain yourself somehow. Oh, my goodness. Either way. Oh. Sorry about that. Rush City leads 17-9 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard over Esko right now. In the first set, Rush City trying to make it another game where they go 3-0. Again, they haven't lost a set in over a month. The last set they lost was back in a tournament down in Burnsville where they lost 5 sets in that one. But since then, they haven't lost a set. Not one. It's been over a month, and they're hoping to continue that trend here. 17-9 back out of the timeout. Both teams onto the court. Bankston with the serve again, looking for yet another ace. This time Plant is under it for the dig. They'll line it up on the far side, looking for the kill. A dig there by Bankston, pushes it back across to Esko. The man lining that one up for the kill was Kyra Johnson, but great dig there by Bankston. Just tapped across. It's kept alive. Oh, and Plant. Oh, my goodness. Plant with a huge mistake there for Esko. I don't think she knew she could touch it, but she could have. She was waiting for someone else to get it. It's 18-9. Tigers with the lead. Bankston into the net. That one was into the net from the get-go. Sometimes I wonder, though, I understand the student sections are making noise for their team for the serve, but I almost wonder if that kind of works against them, because every time I've noticed that they go with the oh chant, it seems to work against our local team. Might want to rethink that. Sydney Kazel with the serve, and nearly a kill there for Stream, but nice dig by Esko. Pushed back across, dug up by Bankston. And Ella Ferry will look for the kill, blocked at the net. That'll keep it alive for Esko. And a double hit going to be called here on Esko. So weird to just call them Esko without a nickname. I know they were thinking about getting one this fall, then they thought to, I think there was something where they couldn't decide in time, so now they had to wait. I don't know if that's something with the MSHSL or something else, but they will have to wait for their name change. I heard something to where they ran out of time, so they got to, I think it was wait till next year or something. Either way. Serve is into the net by Rush City, so now they'll lead 19-11. And back to serve now for them, I believe that's Kyra Johnson. It is number 9. Johnson, a senior. It's over, dug up by Bankston. This one's, at the scorer's table. Ella Ferry had a chance, but she just wasn't quite sure of where she was in relation to that scorer's table, so she left it. And now it's 19-12, an ace there for Kyra Johnson. This one's going to be out. A serve error going to be on Johnson that time, and the Tigers make it 20-12. Abigail Thielander back to serve. Thielander's serve is up, and it is over. Dug up there by Plant, and looking for the kill. Bankston, though, off the block, gets the dig. Sayatovich, and Gar will hit it back across. Esko gets the dig. They'll line it up here for Emerson Harker. Locked at the net by Rush City to make it 21-12. Had 2 Tigers there for the block. It makes it 21-12. And Abigail Thielander back to serve. You know, Thielander's only a freshman, so to have her on this team as a freshman playing as well as she has, I mean, that's going to be key for this team long term and their success. Meanwhile, I jinxed it, and her serve goes a little bit long. That makes it 21-13. Now back to serve is going to be Kaylee Sinat. Sinat, a senior as well, has struggled here in this first set, but that's all right. We've got plenty left. Gar with the dig. A light tap across there by Diedrich. Back across, Gar with the dig. And Ferry will look for the kill, and it's a kill for Ella Ferry. 22-13. Ella Ferry lined that one up. She was close to the net, but, man, so aware of where the net is and does a good job of keeping herself away from it. Ferry now with the serve. I think the Tigers are going to have to take a breath before serving. That's about the 3rd or 4th time in a row that they've served one into the net. I don't know if it's just they've got to take a moment to breathe or they've got to relax something, but it's just they're off right now. Maya Johnson will serve now for Esko. It's up and it's over. Back across off the Rush City dig. Emerson Harker will push it across. It's Gar now with the dig. Sayatovich, Bankston off the block at the net for the kill. 23-14. Now Gar is back to serve for the Tigers, who lead 23-14. Gar's serve is over. Finally one that's not into the net. They get it. Looking off her back foot, getting it over was Harker. Dug up by Gar and looking for the kill. Oh, it's just long. Stream found the spot where she wanted it and needed it, but just a little bit long on that one. Now checking in and going back to serve is going to be Cassie Stark. Stark, patient with this one, and this one's up and over. Dug up by Ferry. Just Thielander, sending it up for Bankston, and Bankston light tap across. Diving dig there for Esko, and they'll have to get it on off this 3rd hit. They do. Ferry with the dig. They'll line it up here for Stream, and it's blocked at the net. Well, that was a mistake by Stream. She hit it right into the block that time. And that's a point for Esko, 23-16. As Stark will serve. Ferry with the dig. Sayatovich, and now Stream will push it across. Light tap across is dug up by Esko. They'll hit it over off the block, kept alive by Stream to Gar. And they'll line it up for Bankston, who will just tap it across. Dug up that time. Oh, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that last name. But it's a kill here for Esko. I believe that was actually Cassie Stark. Kennedy, we'll call her, a sophomore. I'm not going to try and pronounce her last name because Lord knows I'll botch it. not even going to try and pronounce it. But now 23-17, and all of a sudden, Tigers a little bit off right now, and that one hits the net. And T-Lander's not going to call timeout, and there's a reason. He wants his team to learn to kind of get through these situations on their own. That's a sign of a good team. Yeah, it's now all of a sudden close, but for the Tigers, now there you go. You get a mistake there by Esko to make it 24-18. Set point for the Tigers. It's Cora Sejatovic back to serve. This is who you want back there. Sejatovic, it's over. Ace! And that will end the first set, with the Tigers taking set one, 25-18. So the Tigers now lead 1-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They take the first set 25-18. So we will take a commercial break, hear a word from those fine sponsors, and then when we come back, we'll be ready for the second set here at Hermantown High School. You're listening to Championship Volleyball on WCMP.
Hey, you looking for a reliable propane supplier? Look no further than Burnett Dairy Propane. Proud to serve you, providing top-notch propane services all year round, offering convenient delivery options and flexible payment plans that suit your schedule and budget. Trust the experts in the field, Burnett Dairy Propane. Call them today at 715-689-1032 or visit them online at burnettdairy.com. Burnett Dairy Propane, your dependable propane partner.
Hinkley Towing.
Hi, I'm on the side of the highway with a flat. Can you help me?
On the way.
Hinkley Towing?
Yep. How can we help?
We just had an accident and don't know where to bring the vehicle.
No sweat. We'll come out now and bring you back to our collision center.
Hinkley Towing. Experienced drivers, state-of-the-art trucks, and 24/7 service. For Hinkley Towing, call 320-385-4049 anytime. Hinkley Towing. 320-385-4049 anytime. Want to make some extra money this holiday season? Then join Burnett Dairy Cooperative's Cheese Store Holiday Crew. They're looking for temporary employees to assist with gift box orders from October 1st through January 6th. This position is scheduled Sunday through Thursday from 12 to 8 p.m. with an hourly rate of $14 per hour and an end-of-the-season retention bonus. Call 715-689-2170 or apply online at burnettdairy.com and click on Careers. The new Cool Country mobile app. Local news, sports, and weather, and great country music at your fingertips. Download it in the App Store or in Google Play.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMPradio.com, audio only on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Rush City takes the first set, 25-18. Embrace Orthodontics. Your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Life Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. Find out more at EmbraceMN.com. So the Tigers come out here in the second set, leading 1-0 over Esko, trying to win yet another game where they win all three sets. Again, they haven't lost a set in over a month. Dating all the way back to September 23rd. That's the last time they lost a set. They haven't lost a dual set all year long. And only 2 matches on the season have they lost. Well, they're looking to try and win this one, get back to the state tournament. Again, I mentioned in the pregame, all of the athletes they have returning from last year's team who now have that state tournament experience. And if they get back there, I think they would be a lot better. Again, getting to the state tournament is one thing, but being able to play well is another. It's so hard. You see so many different teams at the state tournament. Sejatovic will start to serve here for the Tigers. It's up and it is over. Dug up there by Stark. And looking for the kill, but tapping it over. Dug up by Ferry on the Tigers' side. They'll line it up now for T-Lander. And, I think Esko may have tipped it. No. Yes, they did. That's what I thought Esko had gotten a finger on it, but I wasn't sure. I wanted to see what they said. They're a lot closer than I am, so I'm going to trust what they say. Seeing as how they're much closer, they're on the court, so I'll trust what they say. I wasn't sure. It looked like she may have, but it was too close for me to call. So it's 1-0 here for the Tigers, and it's an ace for Sejanovic, make it 2-0. Sejanovic with her, I thought that would be her third. I thought she had 2 there in that first set. Apparently not. Only her second, but still 2 aces in a match. That's hard to come by. Sejanovic will serve once again. This one's into the net. Again, they have struggled here these last couple of serves. Obviously, the last one was an ace and the one before that, but they haven't been serving real well on these last, I'd say the last, 7 out of 10 have been into the net. They'll have to figure something out. Maybe just take an extra moment to line up the serve. Bankston will come back with some fury and gets the kill there. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Bankston might be one of the hardest hitters in all of Class AA volleyball. I mean, she just absolutely annihilates that ball when she can square it up like that. You've got another good hitter on the other side, though, in Kyra Johnson. We watched her destroy a ball earlier. Got 2 big hitters here tonight's matchup. Tapping this one over and getting it in that front far side pocket was Stream, and she makes it 4-1. That's what this Rush City team does so well, though. They've got a good mix of veteran players and younger players. They're so good at being aware of where everyone is on the court. Oh, no! As Plant got the dig, her teammate Stark wanted to try and get the set, but she kind of got in her way a little bit, and that's unfortunate. 5-1 now, Tigers with the lead. Bankston with the serve long. Well, at least it's not into the net. Yeah, serving-wise here tonight hasn't been perfect, hasn't been great. We'll have to clean that up as they go along here in this one. Again, I think that first set may have been more or less getting the jitters out of a section championship game, but now you're kind of starting to settle in and have to clean that up as they go along. Bankston will tap this one across. Oh, found a spot for it to get down, but a diving dig from Kazel. Back across, it's Bankston with the dig. Lining it up for Stream with the kill. 6-2 in Stream. As I mentioned, is kind of taking on that Lydia Bankston role. I have a feeling come next year's Stream, we're going to be talking about Stream taking over that Bankston role as a senior leader. Stream, meanwhile, is back to serve now for the Tigers. She makes sure to get this one up and over, and it's dug up by Stark. Back across the net and blocked, I should say, by Diedrich. And this one's into the net. Esko can't get it over on the third hit to make it 7-2. And an early timeout here for Esko. They see something that they want to discuss and get figured out real quick. The Tigers with the 7-2 lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, they'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget. The team over there also believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program at EmbraceMN.com. That's EmbraceMN.com. Again, I want to thank all of you for tuning in here tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate that. Give me a job to do. I want to thank all of our fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast that we do. Appreciate them. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't be able to come out here to these games, so we appreciate them very much. Big reason, really the main reason why we're able to come out. Plus your listenership and viewership, if you will, on YouTube. Because if you aren't listening, well, then I don't really have a reason to be out here. So I appreciate you all tuning in. I know you're not here for me. I appreciate it because it gives me a job to do. Autumn Stream will get set to serve 7-2. It's up and it's over. Dug up by Stark. And hit back the other way. Bankston with the dig here. Ferry will look for the kill. It's off of Plant across the net. Dug up by the Tigers. And lining it up is Ferry. And that's going to go off a dig. And another kill here for the Tigers. That time it's Ella Ferry who will get credit with the kill. Ball rolls to the bleachers, and we'll get it thrown back in here to Autumn Stream, who's back to serve. Again, only a junior. She'll be back next year and probably be more or less a senior leader on this team. I would assume she'd be one of the captains. Either way, her serve is up and over and dug up by Esko. And again, we see the swing from Kyra Johnson. She's got that big swing and gets the kill just out of the reach of the Tigers. They did get a block on it at the net, which saved it for a moment, but it wasn't enough. And now going back to serve will be Kyra Johnson. She's a senior here for this this Esko team, excuse me. I see the Hermantown on the court, and I immediately say Hermantown, but it's Esko, I promise. Blocked at the net. Diving dig from Bankston. Kept alive by Sayanovic, and Gar will get it back across the net. Oh. Double 4 hit. What? 4 hits? That was 3. And, yeah, T-Lander's asking the same thing I am. And he doesn't agree with it. I don't think that was 4 hits. Interesting call. Well, respectfully disagree. Serve is over and dug up by Bankston to Sayanovic, and T-Lander will have to go at it at an awkward angle, but it's dug up by Esko. They'll hit it back across, and it's diving dig there by Gar, Sayanovic, and Bankston from about midway, but a little too over the top of that one. She got up a nice leap on that one, but then just got too over top of it and hit basically the top of the ball and hit it into the net. Needed to get just a tad bit more level with the hit, and that one probably was going over for a kill. Serve here is over. Bankston, not a great dig. She pushed it forward, but then they do get it across. Off the block at the net. Esko all of a sudden on a run, 8-6. T-Lander looking like he may get close to calling a timeout here. He's going to go near the court and just kind of give them some encouragement and say, hey, we knew this was going to be a battle. Got to make something happen now. One thing that he does, though, is lets his team kind of get out of a jam themselves just to show that he has faith in them. Ferry will look to come back with a kill there herself. She does. And it's 9-6 to end that Esko run. Ella Ferry yet another kill here in this set. Serve is over, dug up by Plant. Esko racing after it. They do get to it, and it's back over the net. Bankston with the dig. Gets near the net. Sayanovic will just push it back across. Dug up by Esko, and they'll tap it across. Dug up by Diedrich there. Sayanovic and Ferry will line this one up, and dug up by Plant. Wow, that's a good dig there for Plant, and now we get a whistle here on Esko. Double hit. And that'll make it 10-6 in favor of the Tigers. So now back to serve for Rush City is Abigail T-Lander. It's dug up there by Harker. And Plant won't get that one. She gets it over the net, but it goes out of bounds. And that makes it 11-6 here for the Tigers. T-Lander will continue to serve. It's up and just over the net. It's an ace for Abigail T-Lander to make it 12-6 in favor of Rush City. Of course, they brought their pep band here this evening. That's the music that you've been hearing in the background. T-Lander, yet another serve. This one's dug up by Plant. And pushed across by Esko. Dug up by T-Lander. Sayanovic will set it up for Ferry. Ferry, nope, dug up this time by Kazel. And hit back, into the net. Hit into the net there by Maya Johnson. And that'll make it 13-6. Remember when I said that Rush City student section might have to think about making noise on the serve? Yeah, I stand corrected. It's been working for them now. Although I think what they've done is quieted it a little bit. They haven't been as loud on the serve. But hey, it's been working. Diedrich with the kill off the block. Makes it 14-6 in favor of the Tigers. T-Lander gives them a word of advice and encouragement. We'll get a substitution here. Checking back into the game for Harker is Cassie Stark. T-Lander still back to serve. That's one thing that you see with this head coach T-Lander is he really lets his team just kind of do what they need to do. He's not always up at the court telling them stuff, only when they need to. And he really lets these seniors take charge like they have been all season long and kind of lead the team. He a lot of times he doesn't have to do much. Kaylee Sinat with the serve. It's over, dug up by the Tigers. Ella Ferry with the fingertip over. And now the Esko volleyball team hits it over. They don't have a name yet. They will soon. And this one hits the antenna on top of the net to make it 14-8. I continue to want to call them the Esko Eskimos, but that is not their name anymore. And we'll get one sooner rather than later, and we've got plenty of teams who play Esko throughout the season, so we'll know soon enough. Gar with the dig off the serve, and Sejatovic with the nice lift over off the second hit. She'll get the kill to make it 15-8. I like to call that a change of pace hit by Sejatovic as she just lifts it over on the second hit. Make it 15-8. Serve. Oh, it hits the net just a teensy bit, but Ferry's going to get it to make it 16-8. Ferry with the ace. Her serve is up and over. Plant with the dig there for Esko, and that one was a little bit awkward for Esko to get the dig, but they do. They hit it back across now after the Tigers hit it across, and Bankston will line this one up off the block. It's down for the kill. Ooh, Lydia Bankston is there again. Timeout now for Esko. That will be their second of this second set. Tigers lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, 17-8. Embrace Orthodontics. Custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with 3 locations in Pine City, Lynchburg, and Cambridge. Their doctors are also committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. You can start today at embracemn.com. Leading the way kill-wise for the Tigers right now is Bankston. Right behind her is Autumn Stream. We have 3 players with 2 aces for the Tigers. That is Sejatovic, Bankston, and Ella Ferry, all with 2 aces so far for the Tigers here. As we are in the second set, the Tigers lead 17-8 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Trying to get and close out this second set and move on to the third. Both teams back out onto the court after the timeout. It's Ella Ferry back there to continue to serve for the Tigers. It is up and just long. That one was about an inch away from being in and hitting that white line, but it was just long. So it's 17-9. Maya Johnson will now serve for Esko. It's over, dug up by Gar. Sejatovic at the front of the net. Bankston will run up to it. Oh, she hits the net. She got a little too aggressive after that one, ran up on it quickly. I mean, you give her credit for the aggression after it, but needed to slow down just a tad as she neared the net. Gar with the dig off the serve, hitting it over. That time, I believe, was Stream. Nope, that was Diedrich. Blocked at the net, and not able to get the diving dig. On the far side was T-Lander. And those are so tough. You think that your team is going to get enough of the block to keep it on the other side, but they didn't that time, and it's down for a kill. Serve is over. Ferry with the dig. Bankston, and now pushed across by Sejatovic. It's a light tap across. Esko there for the dig. They'll set it up, and they'll hit it back across, and Gar cannot catch up to it in time. I don't know if she just wasn't ready for that one, or you give credit to Esko on that one. That was a nice hit and really a perfect spot for that one. And I think it kind of fooled Gar. She was kind of stuck in the mud with her feet on that one. This serve is long, and great vision by Ella Ferry. That's a close one, but she knew that one was going to go long. Gar now back to serve for the Tigers. Gar, only a junior. She'll be back for this Tiger team. And another serve that goes long here for Rush City. Not what you're hoping for if you're the Tigers. You've had way too many serves that have gone long here in this one. Well, that'll be something they'll look to correct here throughout this one. Cassie Stark will serve. A low dig there for T-Lander. And now the hit across by Bankston. Esko has it lined up. They'll hit it across off the block. It's dug up by T-Lander. Sejatovic, and Stream will get this one off the block for the kill. She'll make it 19-13, Tigers. Now back to serve is going to be Cora Sejatovic for Rush City. She dribbles the ball. And here's the serve. It's up and it's over. Plant with the dig. And double hit call on the Esko volleyball team. That'll make it 20-13 for the Tigers. And here's the serve from Sayatovich. Plant has to get low and get that one. Then her teammate pushes her out of her way to hit it back across the net. T-Lander with the dig. Gar sets it up. Bankston with the hit. A diving dig. Kept alive by Esko. Wow, what an effort play. Sliding dig there for Ferry. She ducks underneath her teammate. Bankston looks for the kill. She gets it. That was just great effort by both of those teams there. That looked like it was for sure a kill from Rush, and then Esko with the great effort and hustle to go after that one. Then the diving dig for the Tigers the other way. Tigers lead 21-13 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard here in set number 2. Serve is over from Sayatovich. Back across the net. Bankston will hit it over off the dig. And tapped across. Dug up by Ferry. Gar keeps it alive. Well, maybe too far, but T-Lander there. Back across the net. It's dug up by Plant for Esko. Now across Bankston. Sayatovich. Stream. That one's dug up by Johnson, Maya Johnson. The other way now, and that is Kyra Johnson with the dig. Looking for the kill, T-Lander. Dug up by Maya Johnson. Kyra Johnson on the other side looking to line this one up. That one dug up by Ferry to Gar. Oh, that one's near the net. And I think Bankston, I think she went to the net. 21-14. That was tough. That was going to be tough no matter what. And I think if she would have let that one go, it would have went into the net, so it would have been 4 hits anyway. So I like the idea of going after it. Tyra Hauser now back to serve. Over and dug up by Gar, Sayatovich. T-Land, no, that's Bankston on the far side. Off the net, she gets the friendly bounce. Makes it 22-14. Bankston will go back to serve for the Tigers. Serve is just over the net. Plant with the dig. And Cassie Stark hits it. Now Kyra Johnson looks over. Gar with the dig there. And looking for the kill was Stream, but it's dug up by Esko. Kyra Johnson pushes this one across. Bankston there for the dig. Sayatovich sets. Off the net. Stream gets the kill. 23-14. Word of encouragement from head coach T-Lander. Esko got the dig, but pushed it out of bounds. 23-14. Serve from Bankston just gets over the net. Plant. That one's near the net. Blocked at the net by Ferry. She'll push it back across. And that makes it set point Rush City 24-14. Now we've seen Esko make a little bit of a comeback here in that last set. So the Tigers are hoping they can close it out here in this one. Kyra Johnson on the far side looks for the kill. Gar the diving dig. Sayatovich sets. And Ferry will look for the kill. Plant, and that'll be it. Ferry with the kill to end the second set. The Tigers win it 25-14. So the Tigers lead now 2-0 as we move on to the third set, with the Tigers again leading 2-0 over the Esko volleyball team. The Tigers, you know it, I don't have to say it, I'm not going to jinx it. So the Tigers with a 2-0 lead here set-wise over the Esko volleyball team. We'll be back after a word from our fine sponsors. You're listening to Championship Volleyball here on 106.5 FM AM 1350, WCMPradio.com.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Buy local. Spend local. Those words mean something to us here in East Central Minnesota and the good parts of Wisconsin. Cool Country WCMP is owned by a Minnesota company, Q Media Group. Yep, we're local too. If you're considering radio or digital advertising, we'd love to help you buy local and spend local. Advertising made for Minnesota, made in Minnesota. Connect with Cool Country to spread your message. Info at q-mediagroup.com.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350. WCMPradio.com with audio only. The Tigers lead 2-0 over Esko. They won the first set 25-18 and then this set 25-14. So that gives them the 2-0 lead over Esko. They'll come into this third set and try and punch their ticket to state. But we've still got a long ways to go here. We've got the entire third set. And one thing that you've noticed with Rush City, no matter what the lead is, no matter what the score is, they just continue to keep it business as usual. You know, Bankston is that energy on that team. You can see her pregame dancing and having fun with her teammates. But when we're in the game, once the game has started, it is business time, and this team knows that, and they are taking care of business so far here tonight. So getting set to serve here for Esko to start the third set is Cassie Stark. Stark will serve for Esko here. Her serve is up and over, dug up by Ferry to Sejanovic, and Bankston with the left-handed hit back across the net. And now Kyra Johnson will look for the kill off the block. It's T-Lander to Sejanovic. Off the block again. Sejanovic had that one blocked. And the first point goes to Esko. Again, Sejanovic hit that one right into the block. So now looking again to serve, Cassie Stark. It's up and it is over. Dug up by Ferry, Sejanovic, and Bankston will line this one up. And just a little bit long on that one. Right spot for that one, but just a little bit long from Bankston. She knew exactly where to put it. But again, just a little too much juice on that one. She still leads the team with 8 kills here this evening. Serve is up and over, lob, serve over. Ferry with the dig to Sejanovic. Streamlines that one up for the kill. Autumn Stream with the kill for the Tigers, and it's now 2-1. Cora Sejanovic will now go back to serve for the Tigers. Of course, a very, very good server. She's so talented back there. This one is up and over. Plant. Oh, my goodness. Off the dig by Plant, it hits Hauser right in the noggin. It's going to be an ace. A third for Cora Sejanovic. She leads the team now with 3. Now the serve is up and over as we're tied at 2. This time, no heads hit. The block at the net by Bankston. Makes it 3-2 Tigers. So the first 2 points go the way of Esko. The last 3 have been all Rush City. It's Sejanovic with yet another serve. Up and over. It does hit the net, but Plant is there for the dig for Esko. Lining this one up is Stark. It hits the net, but gets the kind roll over. And Rush City just unable to do anything with that. 3-3 now. Tara Hauser back to serve. She lines up. And here's the serve. It's up and it is over. Bankston right there for the dig. Bankston will line this one up and she gets the kill. 4-3 off of the Bankston kill, making her 9th on the night. No longer tied with her teammate, Autumn Stream, who has 8, one behind her. Bankston with the serve. It does go long. Ooh, that was so close. We should get replay. Coming into the game, Sydney Kazel. She'll go back to serve now for Esko as we're tied at 4. Up and over. Dug up by Gar. Sejatovic. Stream into the net. And that was another case where she just got too over the ball and hit it on top of itself. Needed to get a little more lined up with it, a little more even with it. Level, that's what I'm looking for. 5-4, Esko. Kazel with the serve. Gar, sliding dig. Sejatovic, light tap across. Esko able to get it pushed back across off their second hit. Hit. And Stream will get it back across, and it's in. Yeah, really no chance there for the Tigers. They were too clumped right in the middle. So no chance for that one. They save the energy and come back and get ready for this serve from Kazel. It's up. Oh, and a tough dig there for Ferry. Not a clean dig, and that'll make it 7-4 Esko. Off the ace. And it's now Kazel with the serve. Dug up by the Tigers. T-Lander looks for the kill. Dug up by T-Lander off the block. Pushed over by Sejatovic on the far side. Looking for the kill. Gar with the dig back across the net. Kyra Johnson on the far side looks for the kill. And it is long. Good job there by the Tigers to realize that one was going to go long. They let it go. And it's 7-5. Autumn Stream will now go back to serve for Rush City. Kayla Diedrich checks into the game for Gar. Serve is up and it is over. Dug up by Kyra Johnson and dug up the other way for the Tigers by Bankston. Ferry will look for this one. Blocked at the net. Diving dig. They keep it alive, do the Tigers. It's Sejatovic who hits it back across the net. They were reeling a little bit. Now Kyra Johnson hits it into the net. That'll make it 7-6. A little bit of an error there by Esko. 7-6 now the score. Esko with the lead. Tigers trying to tie it up. Autumn Stream. Serve over. Dug up by Stark. Push back across the net. Oh. No Tiger really showed any effort at going and getting that one. It might have just been a lack of communication. But all the Tigers kind of looked at each other and slowly let up on it. There's only one. That had to have been just a lack of communication there. It's not like they're not going to give effort. That was simply a lack of communication. Great job by Kayla Diedrich with the kill there. Diedrich, she knew that she could have put a big old swing on that one. Decides just to tap it across. She found that open spot on the floor on the far side and absolutely delivered. Now T-Lander with the serve. Plant with the dig. Reeling after it are the Esko. Ferry looks for the kill. That's in! Ella Ferry with the kill to tie us at 8. On that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard, you can customize smile. Journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Life Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. Find out more at EmbraceMN.com. T-Lander, another serve. That is dug up by Plant. Looking for the kill, and nobody home for Rush City. It's been a back-and-forth set here. Tigers haven't been able to get into a rhythm right now. Serve is over. Dug up by T-Lander. Sejatovic sets. Ferry looks for the kill, but it's out off the block. Now ties back up at 9. Blocked by Esko, but it's out off of the block, and Tigers will get it back on the serve. Ella Ferry will go back to serve. Tied at 9. Dug up by Kyra Johnson. Looking for the kill, but Abigail T-Lander there for the dig. Sejatovic, and now Bankston off the net. She gets the kind roll, and that'll make it 10-9. And one thing with the Tigers, as I mentioned, it is just business. It is business for them. So it's hard to tell sometimes if they're excited or not. because they are just, I mean, they have such a game face. That serve is dug up near the net. Esko gets it back, and they'll tap it across. Gar with the dig. Sajadovic sets. Bankston will put a power hit behind that one and gets it through the block of Esko to make it 11-9. 11 kills on the evening for Lydia Bankston. Eleferi with the serve. It's going to go long. Too many serves here tonight for the Tigers have gone long. It'll be something that they will definitely talk about if we get a timeout or a pause in the action. Going back to serve now is Maya Johnson for Esko. It's over. Dug up by T-Lander. Sajadovic sets. Bankston lines this one up off the block. Dug up by Plant for Esko. Oh, Plant getting out of the way of her teammate just in time as they get it over. Gar with the dig. Sajadovic, it's Bankston again! Somebody give that ball a break. That ball just was destroyed. Get the other ball in there. Give it a break. It needs a rest after that one. My goodness, Bankston. She took a little something out on that one. I think she was a little bit angry at that ball. There's now another serve that goes long here for the Tigers to make it 12-11. You take back some of these serves that have gone long. Now, I'm not gonna say that you take back all the serves that have gone long and it immediately leads into points for the Tigers. Not the case, but you take back all of them and give the Tigers half the points. Man, this is a lopsided match. Bankston will line this one up from about midway, but again, a little bit over top of the ball. T-Lander up, giving his team some encouragement, but yeah, just a little bit over the ball that time. Got on top of it. And back to serve is going to be Cassie Stark. Serve is over, dug up by Gar. Sajadovic. Stream. Oh, just long. I like the spot where she put it. She put it on that back far side corner, right in the corner pocket. And just was a little bit long with it. Serve is over. Gar with the dig again. Sajadovic. Stream wants this one, but instead it's going to be Bankston who pushes it. Oh, and a little bit long again. 14-12 now. Esko leads here in this third set, 14-12. Serve is long. 14-13. Off that serve that goes long. Sajadovic with the serve. Off the dig, back across the net. Gar to Sajadovic. Stream with the kill. She had that one lined up from the get-go and absolutely killed it. Get it? Killed it? Yeah, pardon the pun. Either way. 14-all here in this one. Sajadovic with the serve. It's up and it's over. Dug up by Stark. And Stark will have to get this one over, and it's long on the far side. It goes out of bounds, and the Tigers retake the lead, 15-14 here on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Speaking of, we'll get a timeout called here by Esko. Tigers lead 15-14 on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. They'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you, and if you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget. They also believe the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program at EmbraceMN.com. Timeout called here by Esko. They'll be left with one here in the third set. Tigers lead 15-14. It's been a back-and-forth set here. The best set so far by Esko, but a lot of mistakes in this set by Rush City that have led to Esko being able to get as many points as they have. And again, I say you take back half of the serves that have gone long, half of the hits into the net. If you take back all of them and give them half the points, it's much more lopsided than what it is. But 'tis the way it goes sometimes. Mistakes happen in a match. And that's the way it goes. It's about how you can overcome those mistakes and still come out on top is how head coach T-Lander will be looking at this. It's a close one. But the way you look at Rush City, they're so calm, cool, and collected, even though it's close, even though this is to go to state, and Autumn streamed. Oh, my goodness. Off the serve, Esko with the dig. That it went right to the middle of the net, and Stream just absolutely destroyed that ball. (16-14) now. Tigers with the lead. Sejatovic serves. It hits the net and gets over. Sejatovic will get the friendly bounce on that one. It's another ace for Sejatovic. Make it 4 on the evening. And her team leads 17-14. So that one would have been another one into the net, but it got the kind bounce over. And this one will get itself over near the net. Off the ricochet, off the net. Esko keeps it alive. That is concentration, but Stream delivers with the kill anyways. Autumn Stream. Give credit to Esko there. That was quite the concentration to get that one off the ricochet, off the net, and still get it back across. But then Stream lined it up yet again. She has 11 kills here tonight. Leading the way for the Tigers is Bankston with 12. Again, back at the net, Stream. But did she hit the net? She did. Got a little too close to the net that time. She was real close. And just the front part of her body hit the net, sadly. And now back to serve, Tyra Hauser for Esko. It's dug up by Gar. And Sejatovic will tap this one across off the dig in the set. It goes out of bounds. And it's 19-15, Rush City. Tigers with the lead. Here in set number 3, the Tigers lead 2-0 on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. It's now Lydia Bankston back to serve. Her serve is over, dug up by Plant. Esko still has it. They'll look to get it across that time on the hit from Stark, dug up by Bankston. And Stream will hit it over, but now dug up and back across the net. Ella Ferry, yes, delivers on the kill, and it's 20-15. Esko looks like they will call their second and final timeout here of the set. 20-15, Tigers with the lead on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard, trying to close it out here in the third set. Embrace Orthodontics, of course, they have 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. They have a world-class orthodontic care in that friendly and comfortable atmosphere, plus they'll leave you with a smile you will embrace forever. 20-15, far from over here in this third set. Timeout called by Esko. It's only a 5-point deficit here for Esko, but Rush City has pulled out in front, trying to make it the third and final. T-Lander and his coaches giving their team the word of advice and strategy and just how they want this one to end. And here's what you need to do in this spot. Here's what you need to do here. Back out of the timeout. Lydia Bankston will serve for the Tigers. They lead 20-15. Again, this one is far from over. Serve over by Bankston. Plant with the dig. Kept alive by Esko. They will not get it across off the third hit. It's 21-15. Served by Bankston over again. Plant with the dig. And, oh, they're going to say Rush City touched it. 21-16. Did not see who got the kill there. Too many bodies there. Sydney Kazel back to serve now for Esko. I think it was Kyra Johnson who may have gotten that kill. Serve over, dug up by Bankston. Sejatovic, T-Lander lines it up. Off the block, dug up by Sejatovic. Gar with the set. Ferry will line this one up, and it goes long. I told you this third set was far from over. Back to serve again will be Kazel. for Esko. Serve is up, and it's long. Serve error there by Esko makes it 22-17. And now back to serve is Autumn Stream. Serve is up, and it is over. Right to the net, push back across by Kayla Diedrich. Makes it 23-17. No more timeouts here for Esko, so they cannot call a timeout. Stream with the serve. And not the cleanest of digs, but they managed to keep it alive. Kyra Johnson will look for it. She gets it off the block, dug up by Bankston. Diedrich off the block, gets it through, and it's match point for the Tigers. Match point for Rush City. One more. That's all they need. One more. Here we go. Stream. 24-17. Serve is over. It's... Oh, T-Lander rightfully disagrees. That one was in. That's an ace. That one was in. It hit the white line. It hit the white line. That's an ace all day. Called out, though. Got to live with the call, though. Kyra Johnson to serve. It's over. Dug up by Bankston. Sajadovic, who will end it? Ferry? No, not this time. Into the net, and that's it! The Tigers are headed to the state tournament! 25-18, the Tigers win the set, and they are headed to the state tournament for the second year in a row. The Rush City Tigers are headed back to the state tournament representing Section 7 in Class 2A. The Rush City Tigers get the victory over Esko in 3 sets. Their run of not losing a set continues. They win 3-0 over Esko. We'll take a commercial break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Championship Volleyball on WCMP.
Aw, man. Hinckley Collision.
Hell no. My new car?
Hinckley Collision is the right decision. Fender benders, major accident damage, or hail damage. Hinckley Collision is the right decision. With 24/7 towing and fast, friendly, professional service, their collision department will get you back on the road in no time. With decades of experience dealing with insurance carriers, make the call today. 320-384-7002. 320-384-7002.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
Back here, and your Rush City Tigers are section champions for the second year in a row and are headed to the state tournament to represent Section 7. So the Tigers are headed back to the state tournament to represent this section for the second year in a row. And you can bet we'll be out there calling those games as long as they are in the state tournament. This is a special Rush City squad as it was last year. These veterans trying to end it on a high note. So far, so good, but can they get to the state tournament and continue this fabulous run that they have been on? Again, it's been a month, over a month, since they've lost a set, and it continues here in this championship game as they win 3-0. They win the first set 25-18, second 25-14, and then this third 25-18 as well. The Tigers get the victory, and you can bet, again, we will be out there at that state tournament calling the games for the Tigers as long as they are in it. So as we take a look now at the state tournaments here for the volleyball, looking at it, volleyball will begin next week on the 8th. Yeah, that's when it will begin. It will begin on the 8th. And for for Class 2, rather, they'll place 1 through 5 and then have a random draw for the last 3. The first round will be on the 9th for Rush City, depending on where they get placed. That will all be at the XL Energy Center. So they could either play at 1 or 3. We'll keep you up to date with that. Of course, stay tuned to our morning shows. WCMP at 100, or rather on KBEK, 95.5 FM with Rock and Robin Riley at 7:30 and 8:30. Then over on WCMP with Joshua Miron on 100.9 FM at 7:45 and 8:45. That's when you can catch your local sports updates. We'll talk this game, other games around our local listening area, as well as regional sports and national sports as well. Of course, stay tuned to our websites, WCMPradio.com, KBEK.com, our Facebook pages by the same name, as well as our Twitter at WCMP Radio. Stay tuned to all that for all and everything local sports. Of course, if you're listening to this game on our YouTube, be sure to go ahead and like and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, anytime that we go live with a local sporting event, you will be notified. And then you can just click on that notification, and it will take you right to the live video and or audio. And for playoffs and the state tournament, it will be audio only. So no video for the state tournament, but audio. So be sure to subscribe to this YouTube, because you can click on that notification as soon as you get it and then go straight to the live YouTube, because then you can take it wherever. Don't forget to download our apps, KBK and WCMP apps, in the App Store or Google Play. Take us wherever you go on the go. Again, the final here in this one, Tigers get the victory over Esko 3-0 and are headed to the state tournament to represent Section 7 in Class AA. They will have their first round next week on November 9th, either at 1 or 3 p.m. at the XL Energy Center, and you can bet we'll be there calling that game. I want to thank all of you for tuning in here tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate that. Thanks to all the fine sponsors who sponsored this and every other broadcast. We appreciate them. If it's not for them, we wouldn't be able to come out here, so we thank them so much for sponsoring this and every other broadcast that we do. Of course, remember, I want to remind you to stay kind, be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through, and your kindness could truly make their day. It costs nothing to be nice. You just never know what someone is going through these days, and that kindness, it truly can change someone's outlook. Again, the final here on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. The Tigers get the victory over Esko 3-0 and are headed back to the state tournament for the second year in a row and will represent Section 7. Again, they have not lost a set in over a month. I want to thank all of you again for tuning in. Thanks so much. Remember, stay tuned to our Facebook pages, the morning shows, and our Twitter for all things local. The Rush City Tigers are Section 7 AA champions for the second year in a row and are headed back to the state tournament to represent the section. Thank all of you for tuning in once again. And I want to tell you, have a great rest of your night and a fantastic rest of your weekend. Your night and a fantastic rest